makes it a minute. Good morning, everybody. You're hanging out with Kelly Walker Slaughter, host of Warrior First 931. We are live at Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli Studios, as I call it, here in downtown McMinnville. It is that time of the day of the week. It is Super Tuesday. And of course, as we promised, we have our very own Sheriff Jackie Matheny Jr. with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Glad to be on Warren First. I believe this is my first
official
time to be on Warren First, and I'm glad to be here.
Well, welcome to your again. It has been hard getting you on sometimes because I know you've been so busy, and we'll get into that, asking you questions about what has happened in the years that you have been sheriff here in this town. But starting off, like we always do, we want to first and foremost thank our community weather sponsors before I forget them, like I almost did a kid today. I love my Reddick Brown Ford. I do drive a Bronco. So, but with that said, guys, currently in downtown McMinnville right now, it is 36 degrees. Cloudy conditions will continue all day. The lowest feels like temperature 25 around 10 a.m. today. It is supposed to be a little chilly. Now, yesterday it did say like a 90% chance of showers and some flurries, but that has changed. Hold on, guys. We have you don't need to get drunk. It is cold.
Hi. How are you?
Good.
Well, with that said, right now I'm not seeing any rain or showers or flurries. But today's high is going to be 46 degrees in McMinnville. And tonight's low, if you're at Christmas in the park, it's going to get as low as 29 degrees.
Ooh, that's going to be cold.
It is going to be cold, but I know that there's plenty of people that are serving some hot cocoa. There's going to be a lot of nice warm places. Always visit the downtown businesses as well when you come.
Don't we have a beautiful downtown?
We do.
We have one of the best downtowns, I would have to say.
And between, the city employees that put all the Christmas lights up, they have done a phenomenal job once again. Now, I didn't get to go to flip the switch. Did you get to go?
I didn't get to go.
Okay, so me and you are both in the same boat. So we're going to be fresh off the pot today.
That's right.
I love that.
That's right.
But jumping right into it, the Q&As. And again, we've asked each whether you're rerunning in this election, if you're the incumbent, or if you're new to the territory and you're running in the election against someone. We're asking everybody the same questions. So first and foremost, I know you personally, your family and stuff, but what started it all for you politically in the sheriff, becoming sheriff? Because I know like your dad, he was our sheriff for an amazing long length of time. And I hated to see him go, but I get it.
Well, my dad was sheriff for 24 years. Yeah. And of course, I've lived that life, with him.
Yeah.
I've been blessed, with a good mentor, and I strive to be like my father. I think he's one of the best men that I know.
Yeah.
So, getting into politics, when I decided to run for sheriff, my dad he retired, and then we had a sheriff, in between him, Tommy Myers.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons that I run, my campaign was, you're going to see and hear from me.
Yeah.
Hold the criminals accountable.
Yeah.
And just be the face of the department.
Yeah.
And I just thought I could do better, and I think I have.
Yeah.
I think I've been one of the most transparent sheriffs that we've ever had, as far as I'm on the radio at Main Street Media talking
once a month, right?
Once a month.
When is that again?
It's the third Tuesday of the month.
That's right.
And we talk about a variety of things. Some things that are good and positive, and some things that are not so good and positive. We use our social media, platform to let people know what's going on in the community.
Yeah.
my commitment back then was to make Warren County the safest place, for you and my family.
Yeah.
And that is still my commitment today.
Yeah.
When I decided to rerun for reelection,
Yeah.
I want to say, to the viewers that it has been an honor to be the sheriff of Warren County. It really has. And when I was, deciding to rerun for reelection, I thought about a lot of things, my children and what they have to go to, because politics is rough.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I have to sit and take a beating sometimes, and sometimes it's not justified, know. And there's a lot of bad things that's said about me and my family, and that's just not true. And do I want to put my family through that?
Yeah.
But I look at my two kids, and that is the reason why I'm running, because I want to make Warren County the safest place for your family and mine.
I love that. And that goes right into we'll go into the qualifications. What makes you feel qualified? Even beforehand, like
Right.
Let's go back when you ran. What made you feel like you were qualified for this position?
Kelly, I've done this my whole life. I started out as a jailer. I was a deputy and then an investigator under my father. Then I went to Manchester.
Mm-hmm.
I needed family insurance. And so I went to Manchester. I started out at the bottom there.
Yeah.
I was a patrolman on nights, worked my way up, got back into investigations, and then was promoted to chief investigator. So I run up in Manchester.
Yeah. That's a great thing. Sometimes people, was it called when you work under your family?
That it was just given to me.
It was just given to you. But
right.
then for you to go somewhere else in Coffee County and work your way up through the grind shows a lot of the work you put into it and the quality of work.
Yeah, I think that it does show that it wasn't just, my father was giving me.
It was not just a handout.
It was just not a handout. But I was able to work my way up. I'm a graduate from the National Forensic Academy,
oh, wow.
Which is a very prestigious school. It's a 10-week program. The body farm and all that. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. I'm a graduate from Northwestern School of Staff and Command. And I have a bachelor's degree from Liberty University. So, you put all that together, and everything that I've done in my career, I think led me to be where I am at today. And I think that, when I run, I was one of the most qualified people to run for that position.
Yeah.
And now that I am sheriff, I have, that experience under my belt, 3 years, and I think I've done a good job. And, it's a difficult job.
Yeah.
And it's a very stressful job.
It's not an easy job. And
we handle a $9 million plus budget, with grants and things. It's $11 million budget, and we've been able to stay within our budget and actually acquire a lot of things that we might get to talk about later.
Okay. I love that. Because I know yesterday was the correction and partnership meeting. If you want to we'll dabble on that a little bit later, because that's, again, all these meetings that we talk about that we try to publicize. Now, I'm getting in the back of the swing thing since the holidays, so we didn't get to make it yesterday. But these are open to the public. Anybody's welcome to come and watch and see. What issues right now do you see? Because I know like each year it changes, but what issues are you seeing most important in this upcoming election?
Well, drugs is going to be
number one. Yeah.
It always is.
Yeah.
It's one of the main reasons, or a catalyst for pretty much all the crime that we have in our community. Yeah. So that is going to be one of the main concerns, and one of the things that we've done since I've been sheriff is we have focused really hard on drugs. We had one man dedicated to narcotics, and now we have 3.
Oh, yeah.
So we've created our own little task force along with the city, to combat drugs in our community. And if you go back over we've took down some big dealers. Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate that a gram is not a big thing anymore. It's pounds.
Yeah.
We've took out some people that's been bringing pounds of methamphetamine into our community, and you're bringing pounds of methamphetamine in the community, and it just spreads, and it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And so we've got to do a better job And this is what we strive to do every day is, target the big dealers, get the big quantities coming in and try to
slow it down.
slow the flow, and it's a political issue too. I mean, we need to secure our borders.
Yeah.
That's where the majority of our meth, fentanyl, and everything's coming from.
Yeah.
We have to do that. I mean, with that, in education and, being in our schools and teaching, drug education and stuff and working drugs hard, maybe we can make a difference.
And speaking of educating and everything, each year, I don't know how many times out of the year, is it once a year, they do the adult, and is it the teen? Is it CPA? What is it? They do the classes.
Are you talking? I think there's a DA. You're talking about the DA's office, what they teach at the high school?
No, where you can sign up and go and, oh gosh, what is it called? I did it when I was
Police Academy?
the Police Academy.
The
Citizens Academy. Thank you. Yeah, the Citizens Academy. Is that something that can help educate people?
I think it educates people on how law enforcement works.
Yeah.
When I'm talking about that specific education, is that, we started the STRONG program in schools.
Yeah.
And so we've been teaching that every year, and I get to go teach the drug portion.
Okay.
I get there. I've been to almost every school teaching the drug portion of that class. And I think education, and it is really sad, Kelly. We go in there and we talk to these kids, and we got fifth graders, and you say, hey, do you know what methamphetamine or fentanyl is? And you got pretty much the whole class that's raising their hand. That's why we started with fifth grade.
Yeah.
It was sixth grade, so we went down a level, and because they know a whole lot more, and it's really sad. But I do think there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
I think that with education, and I do believe that there's a change in the younger group. It's like, like you see a lot of them, and a lot of people are getting involved in churches, and the churches in Warren County has really stepped up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that younger generation is just, saying, hey, this is not for me. And we'll start seeing a benefit of that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Seeing a lot of, and we always say this, if you want to fix the problem, the best way is to talk to the youth. Start at a young age, educate them at a young age. Because of these right here, they have everything. They can look up anything they want. They don't even have to type it in anymore. They can say, hey, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to say that, so we can activate the phone and ask any question they want. Yeah. And then he or she, however they got the phone on there, will tell them exactly what they, or the other bad thing is they hear it from a friend or something that may not know.
Yeah. I mean, and it's sad. This is kind of off the subject a little bit, but just to say that, I mean, there's a whole lot more information out there. My son got in the car and he said, Dad, Santa's not real, right? I know he's not real. I looked it up. He's not real. It's you and Mom, right? And so I had to have that conversation with my son yesterday.
I had mine last week. Yeah. Oh God. Yes.
Yeah. It hurts. That you have to tell him, hey, yeah, I'm the Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I said, do not tell your brother.
Yeah.
You better not, because he still believes.
Yes. Same thing. With the elves on the shelves, all that.
Yes.
My son is now. But instead of the way I did it, just so everybody will know, with that one, I said, hey, do you want to help be a part of the magic for Randy? And so he's hiding the elves. So it's taking a load off of me.
Yeah.
Now I am going to do some fun little gags and gimmicks with it, but off subject on that. But yeah, it's those tough conversations that you have and that you see, and that you're not just dealing with, it's not just people you're dealing with now, you're dealing with the internet.
You're dealing with
the internet is, again, worldwide web, and that's the old school way of saying it, www.
Yeah. And that's the reason why to talk to it. We've always been brutally honest with our kids, because I'd rather hear it from us first than from the internet or from one of their kids and get false information.
Correctamundo.
Because they're immediately going to believe it, know?
So with that said, Jackie, going into your third question, what changes would you like to see in your community that you believe as the elected officials should prioritize?
Well, as far as me and myself, and we're going to have a new governor come into office, is I really think that we need to hit on the mental health issue in our community.
100%.
That is a really big issue for me at the jail. There's people that need to be in jail, and then there's some people that don't know the difference between right and wrong. and the jail is the solution right now.
Yeah.
They did away with long-term treatment centers, and so we're going to, we're seeing we're not. It's not nothing's getting done. Everybody is just pushing that down the road.
Something else.
And so I hope in this next, and one thing that I'm going to be very vocal about is just, and hopefully the new governor will see it, is we need to figure out something on this mental health issue that we got going on.
I agree because with that said, I'll say it is the gun didn't pull the trigger. It's the person's finger that pulled that trigger, and I always think there's a mental issue with someone pulling that gun.
And we have several that's in jail, and I had a friend that that I eat with and played cards with, and he had an issue, but it wasn't a criminal issue. It was a mental health issue. Yeah. But jail is where he ended up. And it's sad. We don't have a lot. There's 4 or 5 out there, but they don't know the difference between right and wrong. And we put them back on the street. Well, they're coming right back.
Right.
So, that problem is not getting addressed. And I've talked to Chris Rippey with the Public Defender's Office. Yeah. And he's man. He is a good man. And he's aware of the issues, and we talk about this, and it's just a very delicate issue, and I think with a new governor coming in, it'll be the time to
try to make some changes.
I
like that. And then lastly, what are some events coming up that people can get to know you better? I know we already talked about you're going to be tonight at Christmas in the Park.
Yes.
Walking around.
In the freezing cold.
In the freezing cold. It's going to be 29 degrees, just so everybody knows. But make sure you wear your jackets.
Yeah. So we've got Christmas in the Park. Being involved in the community is a big thing for us. At the Sheriff's Department, we got the Christmas parade coming up.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We've got a float in it. The Sheriff's Department put a float in it last year. Yeah. You're just trying to be, involved. And we did win first place.
Congratulations.
Not people's choice.
So what you're saying?
Not people's choice.
Oh, okay.
We'll never win people's choice because you've got cheerleaders and baseball.
Oh gosh, yes.
Everybody's going to do that, but we did win. I think Masonry Journal or whoever did. We got first place in that, so we're going to try to repeat. Yeah. We got Christmas.
Repeat defenders.
That's right. We've got Christmas in the village.
Okay,
Friday
this weekend.
Night.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday.
Yes, well, Sheriff's Department will be there Friday night.
Okay,
and we're doing pictures. We have for the last few years. We'll have I think Frozen characters there this year.
Oh, okay.
And so Painted Bar Media comes out. It's a free picture, and you can come out and meet the characters, get your picture took. Yeah. Even if you wanted a family picture, come in there and get
you still need your Christmas card photo. This be a good time.
That's what I'm going to utilize for the Sheriff's Department.
Oh, there you go.
We'll take that picture. But we'll be there. And then there's going to be so many things coming up, probably after the first of the year, March. I've got a primary coming up. I'm running in the Republican primary.
Okay. And that's another thing, as you just stated, in the primary, you're a Republican.
That's correct.
And so do you want to say why you're based on that?
Well, my Christian conservative values lead me that way.
Gotcha.
And I'm proud to say that I'm a Republican. Yeah. I've heard some of the, if you're going to run as independent, you feel like a sheriff shouldn't be a Republican or Democrat. You're a sheriff of all. Well, I can tell you 100%, and I think that the majority of the public here in Warren County knows I am a Republican, and that is my moral beliefs lean toward that way. But I don't ask somebody if they're a Republican or Democrat. I have friends that are Democrats. I can be a Republican sheriff and be a sheriff for the whole community. Yeah. And I believe I've proven that in the last 3 years.
I think we all can agree. I have a mix of friends that are Republican, Independent, and Republican, and people that choose not to vote at all. And I don't know what you would call that group,
Right. And
the non-voters.
And one of the reasons I run as a Republican is I want people to know that are my core values.
Your principles.
My principles. Yeah. I'm pro-life. I'm pro-Second Amendment and pro-family, and I want people to know that about me. And so I'm proud to say that I'm a Republican, and I can be a Republican and be a sheriff for all of Warren County.
You can still be a good sheriff.
That's right.
Yeah, I love that. Now, is there anything else that we have? Oh, yeah, last question. So, because we talked about the beginning. So, again, we try to make all the meetings that we can here at Warren First 931 go in public because these meetings are open to the public. But last night, you guys held I'm going to probably say it wrong. Is it called the County Corrections and Partnership meeting?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it's called?
County Correctional Partnership.
Yeah. Correctional. That's the word. I can never remember that one. So these meetings, when you go into, because you're at every one of them, of course, with everybody else, what do you guys discuss in those meetings?
Most of the time it's jail issues. If we've got any maintenance issues, to try to get that fixed.
The radios was another one, wasn't it?
The radios. Usually we try to use the County Correctional Partnership, the CCP, to push forward any agendas that we've got coming out. We're talking about, last night we got the bids back to start on the automotive building that we're going to have, some of the programs that we have at the jail.
The transforming programs to help fix the problem.
Right. Since I've been sheriff, we've grown the programs tremendously. I believe, I will say this, to the viewers, I believe in rehabilitation, but I also believe that you got to hold the criminal accountable.
Yep.
I believe that, we have churches that come in there and preach to our inmates and things of that nature, and we provide all these programs. And I want everybody to change in their heart. Yeah. But somebody that's done a crime still should be held accountable. Well, they can still change their life, but they might have to serve the rest of their life in jail.
Right.
I mean, and that's just how it is.
Yeah.
We've got people in jail that deserve a second chance and even maybe a third chance. But there's people in jail that do not ever need to get out too.
Yeah.
And that's the way I believe.
Wow.
But if we can rehabilitate them, we've got all the programs. We got a lot of the churches that come in. We got construction, welding. Now we're going to have automotive, which
that's
I think
great.
I think is a great thing. It's going to help us save taxpayers money because they'll be doing our oil changes and things like that, and then teaching a trade also. And so last night we discussed, getting the roof done, and so we're in the process of that, and hopefully we can get that going pretty quick.
And I would assume this would be like you would like to see this project completed out.
Yeah, I mean, we've done a whole lot and we've started a whole lot, and that is one of the reasons why I'm running again. I would like to see this come to
fruition.
Flourishing.
Yeah.
And we see the benefit of this stuff, and I am excited about that. We also discussed last night, which I got my fingers crossed. One of the concerns I heard when I was running the first time is, he's Matheny's going to just the jail's going to be a disaster. The jail's falling apart and all that kind of stuff. First of all, that was not true. But second, we're up for Tier 1 accreditation. So what that means is that's a step above. I mean, that's never happened here in Warren County. Yeah. We're county executive and us, we're going to Murfreesboro tomorrow and hopefully, get Tier 1 certified. And so that means that we're meeting standards above just the standard. We're above standard.
Okay.
And the state gives us more money for state inmates. Okay. And so what I would like to do is if that does happen, we're going to use that money to strive to be the best and be the Tier 2. There's only like 17, I hope I'm right on that, but there's only like 17 counties in the whole state that are Tier 1 accredited.
Wow.
And so if we are able to get that, which I think that that's coming, that is a very big accomplishment, and so that. For the people that, thought that, I would just, everything's going to fall apart. Well, it didn't. And we've got better. Yeah. And I'm very proud of that. And I'm very proud of the office staff that I have, because it ain't just me. It's the good people that I have that's working out there that's accomplished this. And
y'all support each other. Y'all work well together. Yeah.
And so that's a big deal to me. We'll have one of the best jails in the state, and so that's a big deal.
I love that. So again, the upcoming election, the primary, And I wish I forgot to pull it up again. We'll make sure to put the dates on there later
it's
today.
May. It'll be May something.
So is April the early voting then?
April will start early voting. May will be the primary.
And remember, the primary, I want to say this before I let Jackie go, the primary is very, very important for everybody. Do not wait for the general election to go and vote for who you want, because there's going to be the primary and then the general. And the primary is the first one in May, and then the general one is it August?
Yes.
Yeah.
It'll be
Because I want to
August.
make sure, because there's a lot of people think that they can just pass the primary. If there is a candidate, whether it's Jackie or whoever that's on that list, you need to go and vote them in on early voting in April or in May on the primary. I have to stress that. And I also want to stress that when it comes to our county commissioners, you have 2 votes, not 1 vote. Okay? When it comes to our county commissioners, when it comes to those, because we have 2 in each district. So when you go in there, you need to vote for 2 people, because a lot of people just go in there and vote for 1. So I'm trying to re-educate, because that's one thing a lot of people are like, you can't vote for 2. I go, yes, you can. I go, and if you don't believe me, call Susie Davenport at the Election Commission's office. She'll tell you too. But I want to say thank you for coming on the show today. Again, guys, Jackie Matheny Jr., our sheriff here in Warren County, will be walking around in downtown tonight at the Christmas in the Park. That's from 6 to 8 tonight. There's going to be hot cocoa. Santa Claus will be coming to town. Who else? Oh, and our very own Warren County A&L Fairest of the Fair Queen, Miss Annabelle, is going to be walking Santa in tonight. I can't wait to see her. And I was trying to think of anything else. There's going to be singing going on from, after they do all the ceremonies from 6 on. I know that Brian Carr and some of his friends are coming to sing. Did they get you to come in and sing tonight?
I'm not a singer. Nobody wants to hear me sing.
Yes, you can. I bet you got a good
No,
tune.
no.
Me and my son will be singing tonight. I do know at 7:25. So it's just a really good old time. And if I remember correctly, I don't know, I hope to see it again this year. Huff and Puff, right here behind Tops Frozen Yogurt, they usually set up the Polar Express version where they spit out the fake snow.
The plan is for them to be here.
Okay, thank you.
That is what I.
My secret elf on the chair is like telling me, yes. But we are going to take a quick break from a word from our sponsors. And when we get back, we have a special guest that I haven't seen in quite some time. But thank you for coming on the show again, Jackie.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
Glad
Anytime you want to come on. Yeah. I always say anybody's welcome. But he is one, I want to tell y'all this. He is one of the hardest people to get on the show because you're that busy. Yeah. You're either working a case, going to a case, you're getting a phone call about a case, or you're taking a person to court.
Yeah,
that's what I always get.
We're doing something all the time, but I love it. I'm glad this is my first time to be on the show, and enjoyed it. And,
it's laid back here. I try to.
Just don't make it your last time.
That's right.
It won't be. I'm sure it will not be. I'm sure it will not be the last time.
No, we are going to have all the guests come back on, hopefully in March, right before we're going to do another Shake and Howdy event in March at the detention. But we'll get more details on that later. I have to fine tune it before January, but you're definitely going to get an invite.
Okay. All right.
All right, Warren County. Stay tuned. More things to come, and remember, keep it first.
Serving the people of this region for 53 years, and we are fully committed to the people and the communities that place their trust in us. McMinnville in Warren County is just one of the 9 counties that we serve. With 4 convenient branch locations, along with 7 ATM and ITM locations, you can be assured that Citizens Tri-County Bank is close by. Committed to you and committed to the communities we serve. It truly is what makes Citizens Tri-County Bank the only community bank you will ever need. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is David Moore with Supreme Building Products. We've been your one-stop shopping center for lumber and building supplies since 1963. We're a family-owned business and operated and proudly served Warren counties for over 50 years. At Supreme, it's not just about great prices, but it's about exceptional service. Our customers are what's always supreme. From lumber to roofing to plumbing and paint, we have everything you need to build your dream home from the ground up. Whether you're a contractor, a homeowner, or a weekend warrior, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you at our state-of-the-art drive-through lumberyard. Visit us, please, at the corner of Highway 70 and North Spring Street. There's something for everyone at Supreme Building Products, where quality and customers come first, and the coffee's always free. And always be sure to shop local. Call us, please, at 473-9564.
Where we say the customer's always supreme. Supreme Building Products. Your one-stop shop for all your building needs. From the showroom to the lumberyard, a builder's dream. Professional sales and a great location with your guaranteed satisfaction. Where we say the customer's always supreme. Supreme Building Products. Supreme Building Products.
Rise and shine, McMinnville. Treat yourself to delicious frozen and soft drinks at Sonic, perfect for those hot summer days. Whether it's lunch or dinner, let Sonic be your go-to stop to cool off and refuel during the summer rush. And don't miss our special drink offer available until 10 a.m. Start your day the right way. With so many flavors to choose from and the best sun drop in town, why go anywhere else? Drive into summer with Sonic in McMinnville.
Ready for the fall at Randall Walker Farms? We have pumpkins and delicious apples, corn stalks and straw, perfect for the seasonal celebrations.
And now it's the perfect time for planting. Come explore our selection and get your home ready.
Visit us today on Manchester Highway or call us 635-9535.
Randall Walker Farms, your destination for plants, pumpkins, apples, and more. That's Randall Walker Farms, 635-9535.
Tire and Service Center wants to help you roll into the new year with confidence. Whether it's fresh tires for winter roads, a full vehicle service, alignment, or brakes, our team is here to keep you safe and moving forward. As we welcome 2026, we're grateful for our loyal customers and this incredible community. Thank you for trusting us with your journey every mile of the way. Start the new year right. Stop by Gateway Tire and Service Center, where we're more than just tires. We're your gateway to a smooth year ahead. Happy New Year from Gateway Tire and Service Center.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter. With us right now, and I try to put my hair up, so I do apologize. With us right now is my elf of a friend.
Give up.
Don't elf it up.
I know. It's already elfed up.
Is Miss Melody Krim. Good
Hi,
morning. So again, she comes with us bearing gifts of cheer this morning for sure. I definitely needed that after last night. But I don't think she knows why. But with that said, you just actually came across from the street.
We're doing school shows for Santa Sing-Along. Now, the show for you guys, and I suggest you not miss it. There is, it's not the same show every year. He's added a bunch of stuff, and it's way too much 6-7 for my taste, but that's me.
It's the thing.
It's amazing. But no, Santa Sing-Along is December 14th. So not this Sunday, but next Sunday. So make sure you get your tickets. They aren't that expensive.
Yeah.
It's chaos this week because not only is it Santa Sing-Along school shows, we've got one more this week, but we are also in final rehearsals for Christmas Carol 1 hour play. Yeah. So it's not a long one. It's great for these kids or adults with short attention spans. Yeah. It's absolutely incredible. The set looks great. I have been so blessed that Lucy allowed me to work with her on this one. And it's going to be amazing. And that is Friday night, Saturday night, and Saturday and then Sunday afternoon. So you can do like a whole Christmas weekend. You can do Christmas in the Village. You can do the Christmas Carol. You got the Christmas Parade. I mean, and Christmas in the Park. Yep. I mean, it's beginning to feel a lot like
There you
Christmas.
go, Melody.
We got the seasonal stress going on.
Oh yes. Well, I call it the what I also call it is the there you go.
Oh, there we go.
So there is Mr. Santa himself, ho ho, and Melody like, hey. So explain this picture again. Tell everybody how you got this going.
So he was already going to do Santa sing along, and the bed was on stage because of A Christmas Carol, and it's old fashioned, so of course there's bed curtains on the bed, and I was like, I should lay down on this bed, and you should climb upon and peek through. And of course he goes along with my shenanigans. He's learned. Most people have learned.
Yes.
I thought it was even better today because I was dressed like an elf. So
yes, I love this.
Thank you.
I would have dressed up in one of my costumes that I've got for the parade, but I wanted to save it for the parade.
Girl, I went and cleaned out all of the costume totes and found all of the Christmas costumes. So I
think you should come on my show on regular with new costume
every day. I've got a costume.
What is Melody wearing today?
I've got a costume or an ugly sweater probably to get us through till Christmas, because when I did Wonderland of Trees, I bought a different outfit for every single one, and I found them all.
Yes, I found mine last night too as well. So
see,
I got my Uncle Eddie sweaters and everything. So let's go.
I love it, girl.
Yeah. You know, see, it is what it is. I'm like, hang, don't hang.
Grooming each other. It's okay.
Yeah.
But no, and then, yes. So I've got those two things going on. Plus, we're starting the rehearsals for the Christmas pageant at St. Matthew's Church.
Ooh.
And we're in Goosebump rehearsals. So Melody's doing 4 shows this week.
I was going to say, and also after this weekend, next week will be the auditions for Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
I am so excited.
If you have a son, you 10 people that are the 15 that we're just watching, please, if you know somebody that's an introvert or an extrovert that loves Diary of a Wimpy Kid, get them into this play.
Such a great
and
play.
They're looking for a bunch of boys.
Mia is directing this. Mm-hmm. It's going to be fantastic. I'm very excited. It's a great season for Warren Arts. Have we talked about the Warren Arts schedule?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rocky Balboa as a musical. Okay, let's see how that goes.
I'm already wanting to sell. They should already just sell the tickets now.
I'm telling you. And Rocky Horror Picture. No, sorry, I did it wrong again. Little Shop of Horrors.
Yes.
The high schoolers are chomping at the bit for that one. They are so excited. And then we're going into Finding Nemo, and then wonderful Holly and Carter McNeil, her husband. Carson. I was close. I was so close.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, they've written a play about McMinnville. And
shut up!
You have not talked about this. Yes, so that's going to be happening, and then they're going into an adult
class of 03. Let's go, Carson.
And then they're going to be doing. I think they're directing it too. I think it's all
as they should.
The whole
if
thing.
You're writing it, yeah.
And then they're doing. This isn't a junior show. This is for adults to audition. Of course, kids can come see it, but they're doing Frozen. But it's adult editions. So.
Oh gosh! Don't tell me that. Then my daughter's going to be like, "Mom, you should do it."
I am starting this whole petition already. William Woodruff, who was in West Side Story, and then he just was in Into the Woods. Mm-hmm. He played the wolf and one of the princes. And I am on a tear. I've already cornered him. I've already told him I want him to be Apollo Creed so bad. Gold. Absolute gold. Writes itself. But no. But Christmas in the Park tonight. Super excited.
Starts at 6 p.m. tonight.
Yes.
Ends at 8.
Many activities.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's clarify this, guys, because there has been a small change that has not been well publicized.
Yep.
Junior Auxiliary is no longer lighting the tree. Everything got lit on Saturday.
Yep.
Everything will be lit up. But in the past, for 40 years, Junior Auxiliary has had this whole big thing where they lit the tree. It was, the whole
for 40 years.
Yeah, 40 years. And they did not do it this year. It all got lit together, which I agree with. In my opinion, not Warren first, Melody Crim's opinion. I feel like if we weren't going to combine, which I'm 100% on board with, it should have been the organization that's already been doing it for 40 years.
Join them.
Yeah.
Not the other way around.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you just kind of took the crown jewel away from the whole evening. There's still lots going on, guys. I'm not saying
it's still
don't come
be a
down.
lot of fantabulous stuff.
Yeah, the train,
on.
They've confirmed the train is back. You can ride the train. Yeah. Huff and Puff will be blowing snow. They're giving away ornaments to the first 100 people. I'm gonna have to book it down there.
Where?
Down on Spring Street. The first 100 people, they're doing and they're doing a book giveaway.
Okay.
So, but this is all on Junior Auxiliary's page. So there's so much going on.
So,
but I will be out here.
One, yeah.
Obviously not in this outfit because I will freeze my back end off. But it's going to be a magical, amazing evening, and I am so excited, and it's a great opportunity to take pictures. And so, but if you are one of those people that has a family tradition of coming to this event to see the tree lighting and to take pictures in front of the tree with your family after it's been lit, I'm sorry, that's no longer the case. Yeah. You please feel free to still take pictures in front of the tree, but.
So breaking it down, Area 1, which is North Spring Street and the Court Square, you got the Magnus Library, Huff and Puff Trucking, Polar Express that you've discussed about, Red Door Boutique.
This is where I'm getting confused because North Spring Street, Court Square is this square around here. North Spring Street's way down there, but Magnus Library is over here.
Again,
I know.
So Red Door Boutique, Top, Citizens Tri-County Bank, the Park Theater, that's where you can meet and greet with Santa. And Elizabeth Morton Hair Tinsel will also be inside the Park Theater as well, which is always a hit with the kids. And then, of course, the Warren County High School Interact Carolers, I guess, will be around here somewhere.
Somewhere in there. Oh, speaking of the high school carolers, I missed the Christmas show yesterday. I was so upset. But I couldn't be in two places, Sound of the Season. But you've still got 2 other Mondays to hear our musicians at the high school. Jazz Band is next Monday. And the Monday after that is the full band concert.
That's
so
what I want to go to.
I'm telling you,
band.
And it is too big to be at the Park Theater, so we are back at the high school, which is really too big for the heart of the high school stage too. But here we are.
They're gonna have to go into the gymnasium. Area 2 is gonna have Mike's McMinnville Florist. Covenant Church is having, of course, every year they do this, the live nativity scene. McMinnville Post Office will be open. That's where kids can actually write their letters and send to Santa, which is a fun, phenomenal thing to do.
Yes.
Elf Calls with Ben Loman Connect. If you have never done the little telephone booths where they call, and it is just the funnest thing. I've even done it. I've done it. And they stay, and the way they just, it just makes you feel like you're in the Christmas spirit. Yeah. Ornament Crafts with J.A. and Pure Wealth. That is going to be inside the Chamber of Commerce community room. We've also done that. If you do not if your kid gets overwhelmed or overly sensitive with things, you can actually go in there and get a Ziploc bag and bag up what, your ornament and take it home. I've done that for Randy Jane. Because sometimes it does get overwhelming.
It is a bit overwhelming and cold.
And then, of course, the JA Luminari sales are going to be on the Fountain Square. Area 3 is going to be...
Which you can buy online this year.
Yes,
so
you can.
You can just buy it online if you don't want to come down here.
Yeah. Area 3, Legacy Gymnastics, the Crouch House, the TriStar Braves Baseball, Resurrection and Hope Church, Sticker Salvage...
Scavenger.
Salvage. What am I? I'm savage today.
I mean, you're salvaging the stickers, so you're kind of right.
Sticker Scavenger Hunt, prize pickup is inside City Hall. And, of course, the McMinnville Police Department and the Hitch Outfitters. Again, so many incredible. Different things to do. Area 4, McMinnville Electric, JA Book Giveaway. The Ascension Federal Credit Union is going to be set up. Liberty Community Presbyterian. Cumberland. Oh, my gosh.
Y'all, we're tired. We're December tired. Oh, I'm taking over. Okay.
High School, and then the Carolers.
And then the Interactive Carolers are also down there. And then Market Street and surrounding shops, it'll be Evelyn Taylor. So I don't know what Market Street is, but I think that's just down there on the Evelyn Taylor. Evelyn Taylor Avenue, the Blue Bow Boutique, which is new. I've heard they're incredible. Southern Traditions, always fun to go in there during Christmas time. Dale and the crew do such a great job. Three Sisters Candle Company, Bounce Houses, McMinnville Fire Department, First National Bank, Vintage Market, First Baptist Church, the Waterstone Title. Now I'm doing it. And then Vanilla Bean. Now, I cannot remember if this event is it shut the street down. I want to say that it is because of the train. I hope it is. But if not, guys, please be careful because these people do not understand that because there are people here, they need to slow down. They still fly through here. It was very scary on Saturday night.
It was. Live performances tonight is going to be Luella Pelham, Mark Pyburn,
who
Brian
is the
Carr.
director of the Rocky show.
Oh, sure he is.
Yes.
And then I do know that Mark and Brian may be doing a little backing up vocals with one another.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so good.
Jacob Roper is going to be singing tonight. And then I guess me and my son are ending it.
Surprise!
Yeah, there. I thought there was more than that. But anyways, we're going to end it. And then maybe Brian and maybe Mark, if they want to come up and help us sing Drummer Boy.
Yes.
I think
that would be amazing. I bet Tom Davis over there would make a good Rocky. Think we can get him on the stage?
I think so.
Yeah.
Why not?
Rocky Balboa?
He's like,
I don't know. What are y'all trying to get me into now?
You doing? What?
This is tonight you're talking about?
No, you missed that conversation. Warren Arts is doing a production, a musical of Rocky Balboa. Yeah, in May.
I'll do your vocals. I'll sing for you, and you just hold the mic.
You just bounce back and forth.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Blame it on the rain.
And of course, this cannot happen with the amazing sponsors. So make sure you check out that list and more of all the.
So amazing.
And again, I say that to what Melody was saying. It is amazing to me how many years this is still going on and going strong. And then we got to give our shout out to our window man. Yeah. Keeping those windows clean in downtown McMinnville.
Yes. Which is good because there was a kid blowing on the window over there and making shapes. And I was like, I tried to get a picture, but it didn't pan out, but that's okay.
No.
But Aiden will be down here tonight taking pictures.
Okay.
Melody will also be downtown taking pictures. If you want me to take a picture of you, just say, hey, girl, do it.
Take pictures of us singing.
I've got so many people that grab me. I don't know who they are. And I'm like, we're going to act like we know each other because it's the South and we do know each other.
Hey, girl. What up, man?
Yeah.
What up, bro?
Yeah.
I don't know your name, but I remember seeing your face.
Yes, exactly.
And then
so much going on.
And I want to tell everybody, I do apologize because it's been like crazy hectic getting back in the swing of things at the house. It looks like the newspaper will be available tomorrow. I wanted to make sure that I got everything beta because I'm glad you came. And I want to reiterate this. This paper that's coming out is why we should be so grateful and thankful for our youth here in the community of Warren County.
Yes.
And so I wanted to make sure that paper shined and showed off all the talent of our kids. And beta alone, I'm already up to 3-4 pages.
Well, I mean, the elementary school swept it. It was incredible. Nationals is going to be so much fun.
And if anybody knows one of the teachers that is a sponsor for beta for these elementary schools, you need to let them know that they need to get somebody needs to be a president or vice president this next term when they do the re-election for the elementary kids, because think about all the votes we could get. This could be a dead set rate.
Right.
We could take it over.
We could. We totally could.
I'm just saying. I already told Walker that he has to run next time. And he was like, Mom. And I'm like, no, you can do it.
I'm going to send these to you really quick.
Send away. I would like to take a quick break with a couple of greetings.
Okay,
and then we can come
because
back on.
This needs to be talked about. I posted on my page. I don't think I shared it to the Warren First page, but it is something that needs to be spotlighted. Speaking of how incredible our youth are.
Okay. But remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Farms wants to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a joyful holiday season. This year, we're grateful for the support of our neighbors, customers, and everybody who believes in shopping local. From early mornings in the fields to the customers from the window, we're proud to be a part of your holiday traditions. May your season be filled with warmth, laughter, happy holidays from all of us from Randall Walker Farms. And give us a call, 635-9535.
Season, Reddick Brown Ford is sending warm wishes to you and your family. And to say thank you for an incredible year, we're giving you something special. From November 24th through the 26th, and again December 1st through the 5th, enjoy employee pricing on maintenance services. That's brakes, tires, oil changes, transmission fluid, and more. Everything you need to keep your vehicle merry and bright. And that's not all. Drive into the new year with select factory models priced at just $1 over cost. Celebrate the season with savings and service you can trust. Reddick Brown Ford, where holiday cheer meets unbeatable deals.
Love you.
Love you too.
Welcome back to Warrior First 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter. There's our elf going by. She's going back across the street. Real quickly, of course, we want to give a shout out once more to our folks at the Park Theater. If you haven't checked out all the amazing things that they got going on this week with plays and then some, please check that out. But right now, with our community weather sponsors, Reddick Brown Ford, it is 35 degrees in McMinnville. Today's high is going to be 46. Tonight's low is going to be 29. And like we said earlier, it did say yesterday that we had like a 90 to 95% chance of some showers turning into flurries, but I'm not seeing that now. Have you been paying attention to it? But it is also saying that tomorrow is going to be sunny skies and clear, and it's going to be 45. The next time that we potentially may see some rain and shower and rain, shower, and flurries is going to be this Friday, and it's saying now 85% chance. So look at everybody.
It's like a white Christmas parade. Is that what?
I would not mind it. It is saying, if you want to know the parade weather, because everybody's wanting to know,
Yes.
it's saying it's calling for it's gonna be cloudy. But right now the high is 46 and the low will be 36. So essentially what today's going to probably be like is what it's saying that Saturday's going to be like. But my fingers are crossed that there's going to be, I don't want any rain this week. If at all, not the day before or the day of the parade.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, because everybody's working on their float, and creating a gingerbread themed float is awesome and amazing. Don't get me wrong. But depending on the materials that you're using, might be a little issue.
Yeah, could be troublesome.
Right. So with that said, of course, I love when I have a pop-in guest.
Yes.
I saw Tom coming down. He said he was elfing around today.
Yeah, I was out elfing around.
So what are you doing, man? What's up?
And actually, I was at Riddick Brown. They did my oil and I guess the cabin of my engine filter. So I had some services done there. And then I was like, oh, hey. And I was on there. I saw you and I saw Sheriff on.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, let me see. So he said, yeah, come on. So here I am.
Oh, here you
go.
So
yeah, start running around. I was thinking about going over to the butcher on Main at some point, maybe. Not sure if I need anything, but
you never know.
Go. Yeah.
They got some good cut meat.
Yes. And then, tonight I'm actually in Rutherford County. The Republican women of Rutherford County. They do their name. Anyway, the GOP over there, their women's group is having a Christmas gala tonight, so I'll be over there with some friends. Yeah, it should be a good time. And then Thursday, heading over to Ray County, they're a regularly scheduled meeting. I'll be over there. And then Saturday, the Christmas parade here. So anybody out there, I've got a couple spots left if you want to ride on the float with me.
Yeah, Allies of Tom Davis, if you want to join that, what we were just talking about. Again, the parade, I'm excited about it. So what have you done preparing for the parade?
I don't want to give away my float.
Oh,
because
come on, Tom.
We entered it as the most unusual. Is that what it was?
Yeah, there was a most unusual. So you don't really have. It's like I call it the kitchen sink and everything else. If not, see, there you go.
Back on.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know it was a thing last year. I entered. I had no idea, and I think the first one.
Okay, keep talking, Tom. Okay. So this is the first time you what now?
No, I didn't know last time.
Yeah,
that was a category, and we won third. So without even knowing, I think there were 2 floats in that category. I'm kidding.
All right. We are back.
Back
I
on.
am
All
going
right.
to switch over, guys, so still give me a second. But we were talking about the Christmas parade. He didn't want to give his secrets. And then going right into it, I do want to say when we filled out the form for Warren First and Families in Crisis, because I'm doing a combo float with him, I thought, I go, good Lord, how many categories? And then I was like, well, what do I put? You know? And so I don't know what we put. I think I said business and nonprofit. Like I did both.
Yeah.
To be judged on both.
I can't remember how I did that. I just know I entered for the most unusual.
But you know what? That's probably I should have done that just to be like, the most non-obvious category or something. But no, but I can't wait. So is it one float that you have or is it multiple floats?
It's just one.
Bring it back. Bring it back. I haven't left you, McMinnville. Here we go. See, now we're fine.
Back on.
We're on my Wi-Fi now, so all is good. It keeps trying to chime in between this internet and then the free Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I can't deal with that.
Confuses.
Yes, Confucius. But yeah, so everybody definitely needs to come out. And if y'all haven't still got to know Tom, I think like if you go back, we did replay clips from last Tuesday. I don't know if you got to see it. We combined it thanks to Jonathan Womack with Community TV 10. We put all our interviews on Super Tuesday into one for that special broadcast of that.
Okay.
And we used the video of when Monty Frisk and you did your town hall meeting, which I do want to reiterate, we could talk about that. How well do you think it went? Were you pretty pleased with it?
I was. Yeah, I think it went well. So the questions were good.
Spot on.
Very good questions.
Next time, we need to write a little bit better. Can I just say
we'll clarify, the instructions have to be
cursive.
print,
Cursive.
Print clearly.
Yeah. And if you write big, then I'd rather you take up 2 or 3 cards than, the other way around.
So,
but no, the questions were really good. Is there, one lady that actually watched it messaged me, and I'm just going to ask you because, again, you're just elfing around.
Yeah.
What was one of the questions that you were just like, you're not in shock but surprised, but which one of all the questions you're like, oh, that's a really good question? Because I told her that I thought every question was important, but she's like, which one stood out to you?
The stood out the most of it, and I hadn't ever really dealt with, was the message to Gen Z. What was the message to Gen Z? And so that one I had to pause and think about, because I had never really thought about it a whole bunch. Part of this too is what state do I want the nation to be in for my kids or for anybody else's kids or
the future generations?
What do we hand off into posterity, as the saying goes? And so I hadn't really kind of really processed it to articulate it well enough. And so I have a little bit more. I like Monty Fritz's answer, and that, I thought that was very good.
I do too.
My messaging is a little bit different. I would agree with him, but my message would be more along the lines of buckle up.
Yeah.
And be engaged. But more of a kind of a solution based too. And so you have to be engaged in the process. And I think I've said something along these lines too.
Yeah.
But we can stand around and complain about it, or we can get to work.
Yeah.
And part of that work is for me and my generation is stepping into that gap with an eye towards we are handing this off. Yeah. And I've been very, very clear that 12 years is max. That's all. After that, my opinion, I don't think you're being that productive. Mm-hmm. You've gotten entrenched in it. And I say that too, looking at my representative in this race that I'm running into. Yeah. He's go along to get along now. He's just lining up to vote yes on the spending packages, raising our debt ceiling, and just some other horrible votes too. Yeah. Voted yes for transgender affirming care. There's a couple other ones in there, but I mean, just
and all this stuff that you can find that they vote on is online.
It is absolutely. Go to his website. Now you may have to dig a little bit to see what's actually in, because that's for the transgender affirming cares in the National Defense Authorization Acts, and it's been multiple that this stuff has been in there. And he's voted yes, and gives us these weak excuses about, well, we wanted a pay raise for the military. And again, I served almost 25 years, and I will tell you, keep that 5% for the issues that you are causing and the absolute degradation or that you're causing to the readiness of our military.
Stop compromising, essentially.
So, don't compromise that stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, find out, know what you are, where you stand as a man, where you are in your faith and where those values come from, and no compromise.
And it's like Monty Chris said, and if anybody's not seen it, the first thing that he said about the Gen Zers, the first thing I would tell him is, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then both of y'all went into like the other things. Yeah. And I think that is such a great statement to go into being like, it's just like any, like I will say, like you hear in AA meetings, like, hi, I'm Kelly. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like there's gotta be, somebody's gotta take the blame, right? Yeah. And it's not just my generation, your generation. I'm a millennial. Are you a millennial?
No, I'm Gen X.
Gen X. See, it all goes down, and it's like you and him talked about and how I took it when I was young. At the end of each election or the end of each year, there's trash that needs to be taken off, right?
Yeah.
Some trash gets taken off, some gets left behind or falling out, right?
Yeah.
And then that trash that's left behind goes on to the next generation.
Yeah.
That they have to deal with it, whether they know it or not. And if they don't, if it goes unseen, then it's going to keep growing and getting bigger, and
the kind of the other part too is my message is get into the Constitution.
Yeah.
Start with what is written in the Constitution.
Yes.
And then study it even further as to, because we have words do tend to change meaning sometime. And we have to understand that original context also.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Where it originated.
And start from, it says what it says.
Yeah.
And it does not say, let's
it
twist
doesn't
things
defer
around.
Over here.
Yeah.
If this doesn't work because somebody don't agree, try this.
And it's at the end of the day, what is our Constitution? It is a contract. It's a contract between we the people, our states, and the federal government. And whenever we see the federal government getting outside of the scope of its contract, it's a horrible idea. And one of and what we just saw it illustrates that to no end. Yeah. And I'll give you the food stamps, SNAP.
Yeah.
Right. That is unconstitutional for the federal government to be engaged in that. And you look at it. And what happens? 43 million people on it. 59% of those people are not even U.S. citizens. Yeah. That's a horrible idea. So if states want to engage in that, if people and what this has done is taken that charitable giving away from we the people and from churches and has consolidated. So now it's like, well, I don't have to worry about my neighbor eating because the government's going to take care of it.
But pause on that. We actually, I think, saw you or Mr. Frisk made a comment since the government was shut down. How many people stepped up and people got taken care of?
Yeah.
So to me, when you see that, do we really need help from the government now?
No, that's not one of the functions. It's not one of their functions.
So it can, if you got rid of SNAP or food stamps, however you know it, I think that it's going to be taken care of. It's going to be taken, like make it a state thing or something. I don't know.
I mean, what did we do before that?
What did we do? I don't even know. Because I grew up in the food stamp generation.
Yep. And it's been a process of so long, and now we think it's an entitlement. And part of what we have, this erosion of individual responsibility. Yeah. It is my responsibility to feed myself and my family. Now, outside of that, I have the fruits of my labor. So I go get a job, I start a business, whatever my income is that I do. Then in excess of that, then I can sell or buy other things if I'm working a job. I mean, different paths to it.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things over Thanksgiving was was it the Jamestown colony initially was set up. Jokers almost starved because it was set up socialist as a socialist experiment. And until they gave people an individual responsibility for their own, either success or failure, it was an abject failure. And people died. And that is exactly what happens when we start taking that responsibility away from we the people, our own individual responsibility. And that's the, continuing on with my message to Gen Z is, again, and it's important to understand how we got to a place, but we can stand around complaining
and point the finger to somebody else.
The fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter. That we have this problem to deal with.
How are we going to fix it?
And if we keep doing the same thing, we're going to keep getting the same results. And that's exactly, like I said, and to a worse degree. So with our representative now, he's just lining up for it. Like, let's continue to deficit spend. Let's continue to send, billions of our tax dollars overseas. Let's continue to bankrupt our nation morally as well. It's an end. You have the right to pursue happiness. There's no guarantees. No. It's success or failure depending on your efforts, and we've lost that.
So, and since that Tom is here, just remember that the primary election is coming up in 2026.
Yep, August 6th.
August the 6th is the general.
No, for me, that's the primary.
Oh, so you're the primary. Okay.
Yeah, that'll be the primary election. So show up that day. And also that's, as we talk about this, that's a governor race is going on too.
Yeah.
And you look at the candidates and compare what they have done.
Yeah.
And my opinion, there's one choice, and I'll say it is Monty Fritz.
Yeah.
What I always hear is, the money candidate is Marsha Blackburn. But let's look at some of the stuff she's done. She jumped on board, certified the 2020 election. She actually softened the Republican platform as it applies to abortion.
Okay.
If you read the platform, how it reads is, we will oppose late-term abortion.
Okay.
If you truly believe, as I do, that life begins at conception, then that's the starting point.
Yeah.
And what I've said is, it's up to, and when we get confused and we get it twisted up, is that we try and legislate at 5%. So 95% of these abortions are birth control, which we all know what causes it. Don't do the thing that causes it if you're not going to take responsibility.
The best birth control is don't do that one thing.
That 100% effective, 100%.
If you don't get those commercials I used to watch where it says, this is 99 or 98% effective. And I'm like, well, what's 100%? And they don't say it.
Yeah.
They don't say it enough.
And we don't talk about, some of those other, psychological effects. And
birth control can also cause a lot of heart issues with women.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely.
That's why I got pulled off of it once I found out about that.
Yep.
Boom. Done.
Yeah. Medical problems. And then, the morning after pill, we're calling it. It's a horrible product. Yeah. Absolutely horrible product.
You need to read what that is before you take it.
Yeah. And that's where, as a nation, we have turned away from God. And we're at a point now where we can turn back. Or we can keep doing things and we will suffer the consequences.
I do, though. I mean, honestly, though, and I'm just going to say this because that's just how I feel. I really do feel like a lot of people are going more towards God. We're seeing a lot of youth go, a lot of churches, a lot of groups are growing in strides. And I'm seeing a shift. Like, and I hate to, this is the turning point for the nation at this point, whether, you're on Charlie Kirk's side or not. And I'm just using this as a phrase, not because that's Turning Point USA, but we are, I feel like, at a nation at a turning point. Which way are we going to go? Are we going to go that's going to be better for everybody? Or are we going to do the same thing and think it's going to eventually fizzle out and fix itself? Yeah. It's because that's what I feel like as a somebody that's a voter and a taxpayer. It's just like, okay, we keep voting. And again, every time and I'm saying this, every time I vote somebody in to run as the person I want to elect, and if they win, it's always a risk. You never know. Are they going to say what they're going to say or keep to what they are selling us? Are their promises going to stick? Things like that. It's always a risk. So whether it was Obama or, I can't remember who he ran, Obama or Biden or, Kamala, any of them, or if it was Trump or, I'm thinking of all the other ones that are passed on at this point.
The only one we've had that actually did the things is Trump.
Yeah.
And that's why and you remember his first term, it was all the never Trumpers because even the Republicans were like, wait a minute, guy, you're not supposed to actually do what you're saying.
Yeah.
Which is a horrible idea. If you say you're going to work toward those ends, then you should absolutely do it and not just, and here's, and so kind of to back up a little bit, we were talking about the churches and what's going on. And this has been a problem. We want to figure out where some of the issues have been and the fixes. But as Christians and as churches, we've done the thing like, oh, we can't get into politics, which is a horrible idea.
Horrible idea.
And it was actually legislation, the Johnson Amendment, which is now through regulation, they're kind of relaxing it. But as churches, as Christians, absolutely. And we should be looking at, and not only looking for, but expecting it from our clergy, from our pastors. They should be, talking about this stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, with the founding of this nation, it was on Christian values.
It was.
And as we turn away, we see what happens.
Yeah.
And so our churches should be readily engaged in the political arena because we have the responsibility to send godly leaders to represent us. In these matters. And if we're just going to be like, well, we can't, this, and the whole nonsense of separation of church and state, we have got that twisted around. It just means we don't have a national religion, but we are a Christian nation.
Yeah.
So we should not be seeing mosques built all over the joint. We should not be seeing enclaves of any other religion practicing the Sharia law is the biggest example. Dearborn, Milwaukee, Austin. Here in Murfreesboro, in Tennessee, we've got that going on. Which again, you can practice it, but I should not hear calls, 5 times a day, and that nature.
It's like what you said in speech. Do you here in Warren County? Do you want to hear like the bell or whatever ring?
Well, and that is something. A church bell is something different than a call to prayer 5 times a day. And I've been in the countries where they do that. And it's not. It's different. It's a fundamental different value system. So and then again, and I think I talked about it too. But some of the fixes for the Gen Z, and this is the people you want representing
Going
you
forward.
and fixing this mess is the importation of the third world. That has got to stop. This H-1B stuff has got to stop. Or pause. We need to while we sift through all those that are here for nefarious purposes, or they're just not willing to adapt. If you are running around the streets with something other than an American or a state flag, or if you're running around with a flag of a different nation, you're wrong, and you need to go back to that nation.
Or remind yourself, why did you come to the United States?
And if you're,
what was wrong where you were at? If everything was good and great in Egypt or Asia or Russia or wherever, then why did you come? Why did you move?
And we're seeing it manifest itself with the spilling of American blood on American soil. The shooting of in D.C. last week of those 2 National Guard members, and you can see this. There's a couple different ones. One. It's coming out now. This guy actually worked with us in Afghanistan. It was a CIA connect or whatever. So if he was activated as a false flag, then we need to take that tool away from the CIA because it's ridiculous. They're waging a war against us. If he was, here nefariously, that whole population, we need to rethink it and send them down the road. Or as a radicalized Islamist. They're not here. What do we got going here?
I have had so many pop in.
But there's nothing wrong with putting a pause on it. And my parallel or my analogy has always been my own house. Look, if I say it's okay, you come in, we hang out. If you start like throwing stuff around my house, then you're going to leave. And that's what we have is these people are in our house breaking up our stuff. It's like, you need to go. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the heck out of here. I don't care where you go.
Here.
And we need to repatriate these folks back to their own country. I hate it for you. Whatever refugee status you're in, go fix yourselves. This is, another analogy is we are in the plane that's going down. Get your own mask on first. And then we can worry about everybody else.
I agree.
And this misunderstanding that everybody wants our form of government, our republic. They don't. It's just and why we think we need to export that mess. We've got to put the brakes on stuff.
Exactly. So when is the next time? Okay, so before I let you go, because we're going to get our other special guest on, I did a teaser saying he may swing by this week. what other? So tonight you're going to be at the women's
the Rutherford County
Gala, Christmas
that's on there.
Gala.
Yeah, you can find that on the GOP channel. I think they said they've got a couple tickets left.
Okay.
So if anyone is interested in doing that, jump on, get your ticket,
and
come
then
on.
Thursday you're going to be at
Thursday I'll be out in Ray County.
At
their GOP meeting.
Okay.
And then Saturday here in Warren County for the parade. So
and then anything else in December? I know that it's going to be a hectic month with the holidays being Christmas and all, but is there any other type of town hall meeting they can catch you at?
No, we are planning for January and February.
Okay, so we're taking a slight break after this week.
Yeah, I've got some family business I need to go take care of. So
of course, family first.
I'll be online. I'm looking at my scheduling now to start up a live stream.
Okay.
So anyone interested, and I'll publish that through Facebook, and then I'm also
and let us know.
Yeah, we'll do. And then I'm leaning more into Instagram.
X. Let me know.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Welcome to the 10 club.
Yeah.
The Teners.
Oh my gosh.
Let's
so
go.
Trying to
Spotify and everything, buddy.
Yeah, and just YouTube. All my, Facebook is the primary source right now. Hit questions there. I'll answer them.
Yep. And if they need to email you,
email Tom Davis TomDavisTN4@gmail.com, or just message through Facebook.
Okay.
And I appreciate you letting me come on, Kelly. And
listen, I'm glad you were elfing around and you were like, just come on in, because I was like, it's been a hard week so far coming back. I'm not gonna lie, I felt like it's been really hard coming back from a 7-day vacation. I felt like last week, and I was like, gosh, what am I going to talk about? And then I had Jackie on, and then Melody came in, and then you came, and then now I got Ho here. So
it's like you're upgrading.
My show is just getting better. Yes. I didn't even pray for that.
And I will, but thank you again so much for letting me on, and then for moderating.
I had so much fun.
Yeah.
Anytime, Tom.
So,
I would love to do another one.
We'll keep you engaged and let you know.
Thank you.
And
all right.
And I'm going to do it.
Take a break. We're going to take a break.
Yeah.
You go, Tom.
Yeah.
Remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Had a vision in 1964 to start Ganton Bolden. Now it's Gateway Tire and Service Center. He wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powder, sugars, or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Some call it Pioneer Country. Some call it Tree City.
Some call it the WC.
We call it home.
From the first showing to the final signature.
From downtown charm to wide open fields.
Warren County isn't just on the map, it's where dreams are made.
Because when you're buying or selling in the WC, you deserve someone who gets it.
Make my mom your winning choice for buying or selling real estate in the WC.
Let's make your next move your best move.
Welcome back, everybody. I teased that he might come on this show this week. I didn't know it was today, but I'm so thankful and grateful. that you could come on today, Ho Ho.
Listen, it's always a blessing to get to be here on Warren First 931. Santa loves Warren First 931, and Santa loves Miss Kelly and her wonderful family and the wonderful family. I heard you had Miss Melody on today.
I had Miss Melody on. We showed the picture of you.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Santa just can find people anywhere. It's like Goldilocks. Who's sleeping in my bed?
So speaking of many things you're doing this week, what is going on at the Park Theater?
Well, there are a lot of shows going on at the Park Theater. Santa is so blessed to be able to be part of the Santa Sing-Along, where our young people in our greater Warren County area get to come and get to learn about Christmas. Mm-hmm. And we get to sing wonderful songs together and learn a lot of good messages. Yeah. And that's such a blessing to have a community where things like kindness and the uniqueness of even the story of Rudolph, because Rudolph was different. And guess what, folks? Yeah. We're all different. God made us all special in our own way. So we get to talk with the children and to sing songs together. And it's just great fun. They're going to look back on these things and they're never going to forget. And then we've got that Mr. Grinch.
Oh, yes.
He makes a surprise visit and he steals the show. He's wonderful. So we've also got a public show that's going to be December 14th. We're going to have shows at 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock. Tickets are $5 for children, $10 for adults.
Not bad
That's
at
one
all.
of the cheapest things that you can do, and it's very interactive. And one of the things that you get to do after the show is you get to get your picture with Santa and the cast. And that's a memory that you're going to have for a lifetime. So I want to encourage everybody to come out for the Santa Sing-Along on December 14th. So on a Sunday, so not this Sunday, but the Sunday after at 2 o'clock or 5 o'clock. You can get your tickets now. But we've got something going on at Warren Arts that's very exciting. And I got to talk about it today in our show. I got to talk about A Christmas Carol. Yeah. And Santa is a huge fan of the Charles Dickens novel, A Christmas Carol. And one of the special things about it is when Santa was a wee little boy, he got to see Mickey Mouse play Bob Cratchit. Yeah. And so it's always stuck. And then the character Ebenezer Scrooge. Has been Scrooge McDuck forever.
Oh, I know, right?
So that's one of Santa's favorite. But I taught the children who did not know what a bah humbug was and how it's such a sad word that we don't need to say about Christmas. We need to say the exact opposite. Merry Christmas. And so that's what Santa's been doing. And so we have at Warren Arts at our Blessed Park Theater, just right across the street, on the 5th, 6th, 7.
Yeah. Melody was saying you're throwing out that.
The 6th, 7, the kids go wild over that. But on the 5th, 6th, and 7th, we have shows. We'll have shows starting Friday night. We'll have a Saturday matinee show, Saturday night, and a Sunday matinee show. Okay. And guys, if you want to get in the Christmas spirit, if you want to see some real acting, it's really exciting to get to see this cast, because I've caught some of their performance as they've been setting up for Tech Week this week. And that Scrooge, he's a mean one. So please come out and support our local troupe here, because between our Park Theater group and our Warren Arts group, we cannot get enough theater here in Warren County. It's giving people opportunities to showcase their talents and to grow. And that's what we want. We want growth. And there's a lot of young people in the show. And thanks to Miss Lucy McGee, who is following in the footsteps of her mother, the legendary Rachel McGee at our Warren County High School. Miss Lucy McGee is doing a wonderful job. So tune in, come out and see the show. You'll be blessed.
I love it. And then Santa, aren't you going to be at the detention somewhere this week?
Oh my goodness. So Santa's going to be a lot of places.
You're going to be busy.
Starting off early Saturday morning, Santa gets to be at the Central Church of Christ for the Breakfast with Santa. And we're going to take pictures. And if we get the chance to sing songs, but you'll get to see Santa and eat some wonderful, wonderful food. And then Santa is going to run off and he's going to be with his good friends, Dr. McVeigh and all of the wonderful people at Pioneer Pediatrics. And since I'll be at the detention, I'm going to take pictures with people at the detention starting about between 12, 1 o'clock sometime. So come see Santa between 1 and 3 at the detention. And then Santa will be flying back into McMinnville over to our blessed Christmas village at the fairgrounds. And I'll have Mrs. Claus with me. And Mrs. Claus is very elegant. So a lot of the people want to get their picture with Mrs. Claus. Santa will just be there holding the camera, doing whatever Santa does, because it is such a blessing that we have such a wonderful fair board and we have such a beautiful place to take these pictures. And the pictures are free. And guess who's taking the pictures?
Who?
Miss Shelby Durham.
Another phenomenal photographer.
We're not worthy. But no, so we've got a lot to look forward to coming up. And then there's a lot of things going on this weekend. And Kelly, I know you've got the goods on all this stuff going on,
yes.
because there's going to be lots of things going on this weekend. This weekend being the first weekend in December,
yes.
that a lot of people are going to be celebrating and getting into the Christmas spirit. I know a lot of churches are going to be having stuff going on, and so we've got so much to look forward to.
I agree. Well, Santa, we are going to that's a wrap for today. And you've gotten such a good time. It's as we're wrapping up, it is Monday, or Tuesday, excuse me. I do want to say today's Bible verse quote is courtesy of Melody Krim, but it is sponsored by Living Word Fellowship.
Oh, thank you, Living Word.
And Melody sent this, and I was like, you know what? This is so true, especially in the time with Christmas and stuff. Is the Lord first in your life, or are you handing him your leftovers? It's something that, you think about that sometimes.
That's a great quote, and that's Chuck Swindoll.
Yeah.
So you got to think about what's first in your life. As the scriptures say, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. So we want to bless, and I'll tell you something that I heard today. Wherever Jesus is, there's peace.
Yeah.
And so if you want to have peace, you need to walk with the Prince of Peace.
Yeah.
Christ Jesus.
Everybody needs a little Jesus in their life.
Oh, my goodness. Well, real quick, I saw Kirk Cameron speak the other day.
Did you?
And Kirk Cameron was talking about how he loads his pockets with those little Jesuses. And when he sees people that he thinks may need little Jesus, he'll hand them to them. And no one gets upset. Everybody looks at it and smiles.
Yeah.
So everybody needs a little Jesus.
Yeah.
Some of us need a whole lot of Jesus. But hey, we've got Christmas at the park. Christmas in the park tonight.
We do. I'll be there. Your friend Brian Carr will be there.
Brian Carr and Mark Pyburn are going to be singing, along with several other wonderful folks singing. And this is a great thing for JA to do. So we're just so blessed that's going on. I can't wait to see, because Santa will be at the Park Theater tonight too. So if you want to come see me, go see at the Park Theater.
Come out and say hi. We'll definitely be by there for sure. Guys, it has been a blast hanging out with you. Don't forget, if you have a prayer request, a birthday shout out, and or an anniversary you want to get out on the show, please let us know by simply messages here or going to our post that we've made. We always want to make sure we know that people are going through a lot during this holiday season, and we just want to make sure that you know that Warren First is here for you, because hence the name Warren is First. And that's how it is. Not the brand. It's the county. That's always what I say. But guys, take care. God bless. Remember, you can either choose to be a blessing or a curse.
So always
keep it first. Bye, guys.